Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Fabs in the house, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm in the house with a Kizer Knives Roach here with me for a review. We're gonna analyze the look, we're gonna analyze the feel and the sound of this bad boy. But don't forget three things: like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Actually, you have another two things you can do. One is check out fablades.com and the other is check out @Fablades on Instagram. That was easy. Let's go ahead and start unboxing this fella. Nice packaging from Kizer. Very, very complex, actually. Look at this. You have an overbox, the cover like that you just saw. Then you have this thing with these two openings, magnetic opening. Very, very cool. Inside, you're going to find a little bit of leaflets, some information. You get microfiber cloth. 20% off coupon code. Then you have like a nice nylon pouch, Velcro. This guy you can just put away. And this is a pretty cool carrying pouch with a little Ranger eye from Kizer. You open it up and bam, you get the knife. Pretty cool indeed. So you get this beast of a knife going on right over there, which if you check the cutting edge, you're going to get 3 inches. If you check the blade length, you're going to get 3.5 inches. 4.75 inch long handle, and the overall length of this fella is going to be 8.25 inches. I want to show you a couple of options right over here. I've got a couple of Benchmades. That's the bug out, and right over here you have the bug out, so you can have actually clear look on how that looks compared, for example, even to these two Spyderco. This is a big boy. I mean, pretty much in the same ballpark of the Spyderco Paramilitary 2, not so much for the Para 3. Here you get to see a couple of options from Kizer Knives, small Sebenza 31 and large Sebenza 21. It's the comparison, the right size comparison for this Kizer Roach. I want to show you another couple of options here. I've got a North Arm Knives Kaha, and right over here, a little bit more expensive, this is the Grimsmo Knives Rask. Both are Canadian. Pretty cool options. I want to show you another one. That's the Indoor Knives XM18, and why not? It's just like because I got it hanging around. Peña Knives, that's the Apache in a beautiful Mexican blanket micarta. But let's go ahead, check this bad boy out. Matt Gunn designed Roach. This is a frame lock titanium spear point style blade, S35 VN steel. It has all the box checked. It is a big knife. There's a couple of things I like, couple of things I like less, but let's check it out. These scales are titanium. Kind of like with a matte finish, very smooth, without any internal skeletonization. Oh, by the way, this is made in China, and right now I think it's on sale for like $110. So it's cheap. I mean, it's cheap. There are pocket clips which are more expensive than this knife. These are, I think, $120. This is 110. So yeah, I mean, you get a lot of value because you get a lot of metal for those 110 bucks. I was saying, you know, this is a titanium frame lock with some pretty cool contouring of the handles, nicely rounded off. Cool finish, I have to say. I like this finish over here. You have these huge finger grooves over here, like 1, 2, and 3. Full finger choil. The ergos is going to be pretty good. We're going to check it in a second. Also, you do get full-size backspacer in titanium, which is reaching up to this point, protecting safely the tip of the blade. The overall look when closed, it's like wide, it's tall. This is a tall knife. Look at that. It's wide, definitely. So you're gonna feel this thing in the pocket. When it's deployed. Also, the look is not my favorite. It's not my cup of tea, but I can see why some people are liking this one very much. It's It's a beast of a knife, pretty simple to take down. You have 3 screws, which are T8, as well as the custom pivot right over here. Take this guy down and it's going to be pretty straightforward to disassemble and maintain and clean up. You can also check my video about this topic right there. This fella also is sporting a stainless steel lock face insert, which is screwed in from the outside and has some nice milling on the relief here to disengage the lock bar. Not really grippy, but just like an aesthetic touch. Very, very finely milled. I like that. The lock bar has an external cutout right over here. You have there's like you have a ceramic detent ball, but there's no detent ball ramp going on over there. The pocket clip is kind of like lazy. I mean, not so good looking, pretty simple. It's working well, kind of like Sebenza style, like on the profile. The outline right over here, it's not my favorite, but still, you have like a cockroach even engraved on the clip right there. I mean, it's not my cup of tea, but maybe. And it's not reversible. You cannot mount it on the show side, so it's going to live up here and tip-up carry only. It's made in titanium and has the same finish, of course, of the scales. This blade has 3.1 inches for the cutting edge. The blade is going to be 3.5 for this S35 VN steel. Serial number on the show side. Look at that, and Kizer logo right on the flat. Stone washed, full, no, flat grind, not full flat. No jimping, no crowning, no chamfering on the spine of the blade, and full belly, 100% belly up to the finger choil. This is a full size finger choil, well done, because you can just choke it up safely like that, and there's no risk for you to get cut by the heel of the blade. So very well done. On the other side, you just have the Roach, the name of the knife, and Matt Degan, which is the designer of the knife, and that is it. So there is a little bit of beadboarding, but the weight is super tall, super wide, flat grind. The stock thickness is this. Yeah, it's not a thin blade, but because it's that tall and the grind is quite high, it's going to be a decent slicer. Not too bad. In fact, check this out. Thickness behind the edge is not too shabby, nice and thin. I liked it. The sound also is schwack and clunk and schwack. I love the whoosh of the bearings when you deploy it. Hear this. Very, very solid sound. One of the best features of this knife is the thwack when you open it, and because there's no skeletonization on the inside, because the stock thickness is that thick, because of the full size backspace, we're gonna have 6.83 ounces in your pocket for this beast of a knife. Very, very heavy. What is very cool is the grip, the ergos. You have a couple options here. You can just grip it like normally, like that, 1, 2, and 3. And the pinky is just gonna fall in place like that, and the thumb is just gonna naturally be like this. So that's a very comfy grip and very secure, and you're far away from the blade if you need to hack something. If you need more precision, just choke it up like that. You're gonna have these fingers wrapping around beautifully to the handle. So really, the ergos on this one are fantastic. Imagine with a little bit of jimping here, you would do some nice scraping with this thing over here. So ergos, very, very good. No hot spots. Feels absolutely solid. You can probably do, it's not super comfy, but the reverse grip is going to work as well. Nothing is flexing. The fit and finish is good. The surface is kind of slippery, not really grippy, but because of the ergos are pretty good, it's not going to go anywhere. You can just clamp your hand like that, and this is not going to move. It's not going to go anywhere. Also, blade play is pretty good. There's no blade play. Finger soreness is not that much because you have some nice jimping, and you're not going to do any push button here. You're just going to stick with the light switch operated deployment method, so that's going to be good. Also, no lock stick because of the stainless steel lock face insert, and yeah, the clip ramp is like too strong. The tension is too strong, and the look is not that nice, but I mean, that's just my opinion. But the action is not too bad. This guy's running on bearings and deploys reliably and efficiently and enough with enough speed, I would say. It's not super fast. When you close it, just no, you have to wiggle a little bit. So no guillotine effect, even if the blade is heavy, just a little nudge and this is gonna get closed. So that's all right. The detent is on the light side, I would say, because the blade is heavy. So yeah, medium light detent. There is no detent ball ramp, so you can have a little bit of a hard step like that. But when you just give a little nudge, it's gonna be nicely closing in the handle. That's all right. So I mean, overall, this is an interesting knife. It's not my cup of tea, probably because of the quirkiness of the overall look, but it's good. I mean, especially for $100, if you want something like S35EN titanium frame lock, you can't really go wrong. So there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and thanks for watching. Stay tuned.